one of the things I want to emphasize about sleep is that good sleep is actually a natural phenomenon. And so usually, in order to promote good sleep, you usually just have to get out of the way and sort of get the blockades out of the way, and good sleep will happen naturally. It's not something that has to be forced, but in our somewhat artificial and unnatural world, achieving natural processes can sometimes be a little difficult, and we'll talk about that as we go on. Before addressing any kind of sleep problem, the issue is there really a problem? And a lot of writing has been done about how you absolutely need 8 hours of sleep all the time. And I'm not 100% sure that's true. There is literature going back to the 16th century before the invention of electricity that references times when there would be what's called a first sleep and a second sleep. People would just wake up around midnight. The entire family would have a meal, and then everyone would go back to bed. It's also, in that sleep cycle, quite natural to take a nap or two during the day for a few minutes. That's not always possible in our society, and so for social reasons, we've started to emphasize getting a continuous set of sleep at night and then being awake all day. That may not be the truly natural cycle, and so if you wake up at night and then you end up going back to sleep, it's not always a problem. Similarly, the 8-hour concept, while it is true for most people, there are people who function with less, there are people who absolutely need 9 or 12 hours of sleep, and that's sometimes a struggle with today's social requirements of jobs and so on and so forth. But the key to knowing whether you have a problem is ultimately whether you're able to function. So if you find yourself drifting off very quickly, especially in the car or even in the passenger seat, if you are out like a light, or when you lay down at night and the minute your head hits the pillow you fall asleep, that's actually a sign that you're a little bit sleep deficient. Good sleep should take a natural period of time progressing down through stage 1 to stage 2 to stage 3 sleep, and should take a significant period of time, between 15, 30, even 45 minutes, for you to truly fall asleep. And a lot of the marketing from the drug companies and all these different drug medicines is actually just treating people's anxiety about how slow they're falling asleep, when really that's normal. It's normal to take a certain period of time to fall asleep.